All right, Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Toledo standout receiver Cody Thompson. 30 touchdowns in your career, a school record. Just you come here to the Chiefs, just what are you trying to show people?
I'm just trying to show that I can come out here and earn a spot and help this team come and win a Super Bowl. And I'm just excited to be here and grateful for this opportunity and just ready to get going.
What's some of the feedback that you've gotten from the coaches or the personnel guys that brought you here as to what they saw from you at Toledo that they really liked, that they want to see a little bit more of?
Yeah, just a guy that's versatile, can play inside and outside, and I've been a guy my whole career that's played a lot on special teams, and I know how important that is at this level, and especially at this organization. I mean, finishing top 3 in the NFL for the last, I don't know how many years is something that's really important and something I think I can add some value to.
I know that everybody's got a long road, and undrafted free got to go make the team, but it'd be hard-pressed for any receiver joining this offense with Patrick Mahomes not to think about what that could be like. Just as a receiver, why is this a perfect fit for any receiver to come in here and play in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, first, it's a winning organization. I mean, you saw last year they could have been in the Super Bowl, and with a guy like Pat that can really make plays in the pocket, out of the pocket. I mean, he's making no-look passes, he's doing everything, and he'd just be an amazing guy to play with along with the rest of the cast around him.
What are the traits as a receiver that you pride yourself on?
Yeah, I think I'm a physical receiver. I'm able to come down with like the 50-50 balls downfield, and I think I'm a smart player. I might not be the fastest guy out there, but I understand defenses and concepts and how to get open. I just use that to my advantage usually.
Whenever Coach Reed talks about receivers in this offense, I know you probably just touching the beginning of the playbook, but so much is put on you guys to read leverage and know where you guys are supposed to be in certain situations based on certain coverages. From a really early look, what was your reaction when you first opened the playbook?
I mean, it's really just kind of like your first day of college camp again. It's kind of like learning a new language. Really the same stuff, just different terminology. You just got to try and find a way to relate it. Because if you're playing out there and you're thinking too much, you can't play fast and you can't be yourself and you can't show what you can really do. So you just got to be able to go and play fast.
Last question is just what's the mindset you're bringing every day to go and show these coaches that you can do whatever it takes to make the team?
I'm just going to go out there, give it everything I have, offense and special teams, and just try and show that I know what I'm doing and can handle a heavy load and learn a lot.
Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Texas linebacker Gary Johnson. Gary, you look at the numbers, 90 tackles last year, 16.5 tackles for loss coming from the inside linebacker. It means you love living on the other side of that line. Just what do you bring to the table here?
I just have a nose for the ball. I love to do whatever, for my brothers and my program to win. And, it wasn't just because of my athleticism. It was more of, my defensive line. They got me free to go make those TFLs and all those tackles. So it was much more credit to them.
We spent a lot of time talking to Omenahu throughout the pre-draft process. He's a fun guy to get to know and talk to a little bit. But curious, because anybody who watched a little bit of your game or read any of the draft analysts, everybody talking about you, the first thing they bring up is speed. And when you talk about the way that the NFL is set up right now, needing linebackers who can run around in space, just how do you think your skill set fits to this level?
Today's game, it's not more of big stud linebackers like they used to be back in the day. It's more of guys who can cover down on tight ends and running backs and slots. So I think that that plays a huge role in me being a linebacker because coaches can see me as a hybrid or one of those guys that can cover on slots, and not many linebackers can do that. So with my speed, it keeps me on the field.
What are the 3 traits that define your game?
Fast, violent, and passionate guy.
What's it like been working with Matt House? He's new to this system, so a lot of the veterans haven't even had a chance to spend a lot of time around him. What's your early impression of being a Coach House?
He's a tough guy on me. He's not a lover guy, so he's not going to love on you. And I like that. If a coach doesn't say something to you, you should be worried. But when a guy is always on you, you should appreciate that and soak it in and know that he's trying to make you better.
Why were the Chiefs the right fit for you when you had an opportunity to go anywhere?
I would say, my favorite player, came here, and he actually went to Texas, and that's Derek Johnson. So, once I, first got the call that, the Chiefs were, even interested in me, it was just like, that's somewhere I could see myself playing. I watched Derek Johnson play here.
Somebody you talk to DJ a lot?
Definitely. I try to text him, every day. He'll get back to me. I just check on him, and he checks on me. He's like, "Are you good? Are you being yourself? Are you staying in shape and things like that? Are you staying in your playbook and things like that?" And that makes me feel good that he's worried about me in a good way, and not a bad way. He's just trying to look out for me in the best way he can, and that guy has everything else in the world to be doing rather than texting a former linebacker from his alma mater. So I take that and I run with it, and I just try to learn from him.
What was your reaction when you told him that you were officially coming here? What did he say?
He was just like, "Whoa," his words were, "I'll be damned," but it was just like I couldn't even believe that I was coming here. 'Cause, like I told you, once I found out I was going to Texas and playing, at that school, it was like, okay, I got an opportunity to play at his school, but like to follow behind his footsteps and get an opportunity to play for the Chiefs, at the position that he played, that was just mind blowing for me. But like much less, I felt like he felt the same way I felt, because we talked for about a half an hour. Once he found out, he was just like, go be yourself. That's a great coaching staff down there, and you're playing up under a Hall of Fame coach, so just be yourself. Stretch a lot and stay in shape, and everything else will take care of itself.
Well, I'm a University of Texas guy through and through. I bleed burnt orange, so to see that Gary Johnson got picked up with the Chiefs was amazing, because before that, we would text all the time, back and forth, being a mentor to a younger guy, a speedy linebacker like yourself. I just want to encourage him to just keep being better and better on and off the field, and to see him come to the Chiefs after I'm retiring, that was pretty awesome to see. And he's really excited about his opportunities here, and I'm definitely going to help him out along the way.
Good guy to learn from.
Definitely, that's the greatest linebacker ever in my eyes.
Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Syracuse wide receiver Jamaal Custis. Now, Jamaal, we looked at your numbers last year: 51 receptions, 906 yards, 6 touchdowns. At 6'4", over 200 pounds, it seems like you're a mismatched guy. Just what do you bring to the table?
I just try to bring my natural ability, my height, my speed, got a little bit of speed, and, my physical. So I just try to use my God-given abilities to, impose.
What do you think it was that the Chiefs coaches and scouts saw from your film at Syracuse that saw traits that they think can translate to this level?
My speed and my height. At Syracuse, I caught a lot of deep balls. And I think that's something that they really liked in my special teams ability. I started gunner this year for Syracuse, and I took special teams very serious. And this being one of the best special teams organization, I think that was something that really attracted them to me.
Got to ask any receiver who comes to the Chiefs, because it's got to go through your mind. You got to put some work in to get out on the field, but the fact that they got the best player in the NFL and a 23-year-old MVP, just how much was that a part of your decision when you were making the decision on where you wanted to go after the draft?
Big part. Like you said, being a receiver, that's something that you dream of, having a guy, especially a young guy, had a great year like Mahomes, and he's out there slinging the ball. All we want to do is catch the ball, and him being young, him being around for years, that's something that you look forward to, catching the ball from MVP.
When you've had a chance to dive into the playbook, I know you guys just did a couple of installs. You didn't do a ton, but what's the language like, and how quickly is it coming to you? The
language is real lengthy and different. In college, we ran like a no huddle, fast offense, completely different from now. So that's something that was like a task for me to really pick up. Sometimes you out there thinking about that more so than what you about to do in the next play. So that's something that I try to really try to pay attention to detail with.
All right, last question, just what are your goals moving forward?
Man, I just want to go out there, give it my all, get through and learn the playbook, learn attention to detail, and just try to get better as a player every day.
Hey, Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Cincinnati offensive lineman and left tackle Dino Boyd. Dino spent 4 years at the University of Rhode Island, twice named all-conference left tackle, went to Cincinnati, 1 year there, all-conference left tackle. When you picked the Kansas City Chiefs, you had the opportunity to go different places. What was it about this opportunity?
It just felt like home to me. I think the type of offense that they run fits me well. They like to pass a lot of RPOs, so I think I could just come in here and work hard, just make a name for myself.
I know when you look at this roster, you see that the first-team offense like Eric Fisher and Mitch Schwartz, two of the best tackles in all of football. Just how excited are you about the opportunity to be around guys who've been in this league and found success?
I'm excited to learn, take in from the veteran guys. Hopefully they can teach me and guide me the right way, so I could just be in there ready to play just in case something happens, injuries, you never know.
The decision for you to transfer from Rhode Island, where I know you obviously played well, but the team struggled overall, to go to Cincinnati, was it just trying to challenge yourself and go against better competition to put yourself in a position to be here, or just what went into that decision for you?
I just wanted to give a best opportunity for myself to show like NFL scouts, and just I could play at the 1A level, and it worked out pretty well, so I'm excited.
What traits, for fans that haven't watched your game yet, just what traits do you bring to the table that you think will translate to this level?
Toughness, nastiness, play hard, finish every block. I'm very athletic. I just work hard.
What's it been like working with Andy Heck?
It's been good, man. I'm just learning every day, day by day, taking it in, soaking it in. He's a great coach, very aggressive, you know what I mean, talk. So if I have any questions, I'll just talk to him about it, so I'm excited.
All right, final question. I know there's an offensive lineman. You come out here, you try to get your work done, but your guys' work done in the trenches and pads, getting after it. How much are you looking forward to kind of getting through this part, getting all ready, knowing what you're doing, but then when you get to camp, throwing the pads on?
I'm just trying to soak up all the information, all the plays, so when I'm at camp, I just go 100%.
All right, Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Clemson cornerback Mark Fields. Now, Mark, Clemson, I think everybody in the country knows what kind of defense you guys had. You appeared in 48 games in your career, 13 pass breakups last year. Just what do you bring to the table here?
Yeah, I feel like I bring a guy that can play, inside, outside, a guy that can blitz, just a guy that just knows the defense and just brings tenacity, a focus, intensity, passion to the defense. So I think I can bring a lot of things.
What was the feedback you got from the Chiefs, the personnel guys or scouts, or as far as what they liked that they saw during your time at Clemson?
Yeah, just my ability to be able to play both outside, inside, a guy who can slide on both sides easy with no problem, my athleticism, so yeah, those things like that.
What mindset are you bringing? I know right now you're getting a lot thrown at you as you're going through this offseason process, but what's your mindset to show them what you need to in order to make this team?
Yeah, just going in every day with a focus just to get better, win that day. So that's my main focus right now.
Okay. And last question is just, what do you want the coaches to know about you by the time we get to training camp? What do you want them to know about what kind of player you are, what you can bring to the table?
Just a guy that'll do anything to make this team. That's it. Special teams, outside, it doesn't even matter. Anything.
Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Michigan State receiver Felton Davis. Felton, obviously coming off the injury last year, played in just 7 games. First question off the Achilles, just how you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. Knocking the rust off, getting back to playing football. I haven't played football in a long time.
When you had the opportunity after the draft to pick a team to go to, just why were the Chiefs the right fit for you?
They basically have everything that they need, you know what I'm saying? And they could use help at a few positions. I feel like me bringing what I bring to the wide receiver position to help Patrick Mahomes.
You had 2 years ago in your last healthy season, you had 55 catches, 776 yards, 9 touchdowns. Just what traits do you bring that you showed in college you think will translate to this level?
I'm a red zone threat, and anywhere inside, I consider the 35 and then the red zone for me. Anywhere inside of there, I'm liable to score. Jump balls, any of that. It's really, they call them 50-50 balls. For me, they're not 50-50. They're more of an 80-20.
I looked up stats, 6'3", 200 pounds. You got good size for an NFL receiver. I saw a stat that 80 of your 100 catches in college went for either a first down or a touchdown. So where do you feel like that big playability comes from?
Just the will to play. When the ball go up, I always felt like if I don't catch it, nobody gonna catch it. And number one, so it's just that dog mentality that you got to have playing this game.
And last question is just Greg Lewis. There's a lot made. He played for Coach Reed. He knows this offense. Just what's it been like working with him?
Everything. Getting knowledge from him. Sitting back and listening to him talking. He basically can spit football to you, real quick. So it's real easy to play for him and learn from him these first couple of days I've been out here.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former New Mexico cornerback Jalen Burrell. 16 pass breakups last season. Just when you had the opportunity after the draft to pick where you want to go, why were the Chiefs the right fit for you?
I believed in them, and they believed in me ever since the NFLPA. I believe that I fit into the defense. I feel like I fit into the scheme. I feel like what they bring to the table as far as coaches and environment is the same here at New Mexico, or it was at New Mexico. So I just felt like from there I just need to take the next step and become a man, and I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs can help me do that.
2 years at Moore Park Junior College and then transferred to New Mexico. For fans who don't know a lot about you, I know it's not fair to put your life story in about 30 seconds, but just where are you from, what's going on, and how do you end up here?
I'm from Riverside, California. I went to a junior college at the Patriot High School. Didn't really pan out as well as I wanted it to. Had to go to the JUCO route up by my uncle who played at USC. He just kind of led me there and just to put him in a better man. And I chose New Mexico because they have the same kind of family feel as the Kansas City Chiefs. And it turns out that I came to the same family at the end of the day.
What traits did you feel like you showed when you were at New Mexico that will help you translate to this level?
Aggressiveness, technique at corner, and just the overall athletic ability to just be able to be versatile and do a lot of things on the outside.
What's it been like so far working with Dave Merritt and Sam Madison and the defensive back coaches and getting after it with those guys?
Man, they're elite, and just like my defensive back coaches at New Mexico, they were elite, and I believe that I just took the next step and coming to them. Dave Merritt is amazing, and Coach Sam Madison is great. Playing 12 years in the league, man, you can't buy out that experience. So it's been beautiful. It's been a beautiful experience.
When you come through this process and you're trying to impress these coaches, just what's the one thing at the end of this whole offseason process, we get into training camp, that you want them to know about you?
I know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make the team, no matter what. 53-man roster is the ultimate goal, no matter where it is. I can play safety, corner, nickel, wherever you guys want me. Wherever I'm needed, I'm here.
All right, Chiefs reporter BJ Kissel here with former Vanderbilt quarterback Kyle Shermer. Kyle set numerous passing records at Vanderbilt, almost 9,000 yards, 64 touchdown passes. When you had the opportunity after the draft to pick where you were going to go, why was this the right fit for you?
It was a no-brainer. This is, the best quarterback culture, in the league. Coach Reed has done a great job developing quarterbacks throughout his whole career, and to me it was a no-brainer.
I don't think that it's a unique question to ask about your father being the head coach of the New York Giants, but the fact that he spent 10 years in Philadelphia with Andy Reid. Just when you were growing up with your dad, just what kind of experience and what kind of relationship did you have with Coach Reid, and how cool was it when you guys reunited and you saw him again?
Yeah, Coach Reid was big on, embracing, the families of the coaches and, the coaches' sons too. I worked at the training camp up at Lehigh University, and, I was able to get involved a little bit, behind the scenes. And, I've known Coach Reid since I was 3 years old, and, he's a great man, obviously a great coach, and, I'm excited for to get to work with him.
Now, we had a chance to see the film of you last season. Your last 4 games in the regular season against SEC teams, completed 73% of your passes, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. Just what traits do you feel like you showed, particularly end of last season, that you think will help you translate to this next level?
Yeah, I think that, playing the quarterback position, it's all about consistency. Anybody can go out there and, make one good play, but it's about, repetitive, success and consistency. And I think that, just stacking, for me, just trying to stack good days on top of good days and just learn, try and get 1% better every day is, my goal. So.
All right, and last question is just what's it been like working with Mike Kafka? How's he helped you out? I know they're throwing a lot of you right now. How's he helped you out?
Yeah, Coach Kafka's been great. He, played under Coach Reid as a quarterback. He's played the position, so he's able to relate to us really well. Coach is hard, and I've learned a lot just in a few days I've been here from Coach Kafka, and I'm excited to be able to work with him.